the steps we can go through to get this achieved. So I'll be sharing my screen now. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
All right, okay. Okay, that's fine. So Isaac, I see some people coming in. I hope you are admitting them in. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Okay, so we're just going to be looking at Oracle Support Essentials. So this is just a guide or things you need to know as an Oracle user on the My Oracle Support portal. Okay. So we will be leveraging on 6 major key topics about using My Oracle Support. So number 1 will be how you navigate in My Oracle Support, how you get yourself friendly with the pages and the regions in the My Oracle Support. Second one will be how you review and update your accounts on My Oracle Support. Third one will basically be searching the knowledge base in the My Oracle Support portal. And of course, number 4 is participating in the Oracle community. So apart from just the normal My Oracle Support, there is a sub portal called the My Oracle Support, or rather the Oracle Community Support. So it's a community where you share ideas, discourse on Oracle topics, and share your ideas and resolve issues on your own. So it's one-to-many room, more or less, to share your ideas and resolve issues. And of course, number 5 is how you create a complete service request. And the last but not the least is how you locate and leverage on extra trainings for your My Oracle Support usage. Okay. Of course, you can ask your questions, be it in chat, question and answer openly to us, and we discuss it together here. So first, we'll be looking at the first 2, which is navigating the My Oracle Support, and as well as reviewing and updating the account settings of your My Oracle Support page. So first, you'll be accessing My Oracle Support on the URL www.support.oracle.com, and it will bring you to the page on your screen. And of course, you click on log into My Oracle Support if you already have an account. If you don't, then you click on register as a new user, and you will be taken to the page where you register as a new user for My Oracle Support. So when you log in, you'll be on this landing page, which is the home page of the My Oracle Support, and you will be having different tabs and regions. So this is a dominant tab. I'm going to use annotation. So this is a dominant tab, right? This will always be available and visible as you navigate through the My Oracle Support page. It will never disappear, and it's actually the key tab of My Oracle Support. This is where through which you navigate to other sub tabs and regions of the My Oracle Support. And majorly, you will see dashboard, the knowledge base, service requests, patch and updates, community, certificate, and other tabs. Now, these tabs might be, it might appear slightly different from your own page. They are customized depending on the kind of services and products you use from Oracle. So your page will be customized to suit the kind of products and services that you use from Oracle. So the other regions are the site alert, which is this one. This is basically where my Oracle support will give you notifications, planned downtimes, and stuff like that. If there's going to be unavailability of the my Oracle support, you will get an alert in this site alert, and of course, it will give you a detailed information about when the service disruption will happen and when services will be restored. Other news, you will find it in the news portal or the news region. And this region is basically for more trainings on how to use my Oracle support portal. So if you want to access more trainings, you'll find it on the Getting Started region. So another key region is the technical service requests region. This is where all the service requests that you created are populated. And if you want to get the status of the service request, of course, you see it on this column. There's another one called non-technical service request that you use to probably ask some questions that are non-technical. I'll get to that slide. And another major one is the knowledge base. So the knowledge base is highlighted here. You can access the knowledge base quickly from this page, or you can go directly and click on the knowledge base tab, and it will take you fully into the knowledge base page. So all you see here is your dashboard, and you can actually customize your dashboard by clicking on the customize page, and you will be able to customize your dashboard. So let's proceed. We'll still get into details of how to navigate these pages. Okay. All right, so basically, because Oracle also offers cloud solutions, you can actually switch to cloud support if you have cloud products that you consume. So you can switch from the normal Oracle support to the cloud support, and you will log in. But if you already have it, so you will log in to redirect you to that page, and you will handle your cloud support related activities. So in this session, we're basically discussing my Oracle support. So this is how the cloud support homepage looks like. Of course, it will tell you from here, you get details about the services you consume from the Oracle Cloud Solutions and all that, but we're focusing on my Oracle support. So this is back to my Oracle support page, and now you can customize the your my Oracle support page. So like I said earlier, you can click on this customized page. You can click on the customized page, and it will bring you to this page. Now you can decide to remove what you have in your dashboard. You can remove the content, or you can add content. So if you want to add extra content, we'll probably demonstrate it when we get to the demo point. Once you click the content, a drop-down menu will pop up on your screen, and you can select the content that you want to add to your homepage. If you want to remove, all you need to do is click the X button here, and it will ask you if you want to delete that particular content. Now, this is accessing your account. So from your My Oracle support homepage, on the right top corner, you will see your name there. So you can click that your login name, and it will be marked available, of course, because you're logged in. Once you click it, you have this drop-down menu, and you click on My Account. So it will take you to your account on My Oracle support. It will open up this page, And of course, you're already in your account settings. It will automatically move you to the settings tab. And the landing page will be my account. And the first thing you will see will be the support identifiers that you have access to. Now, these support identifiers are basically a number that identifies you as an Oracle customer and is...
No, the rest of that drinks. 2 minutes squeezing stays around that place.
Kenneth. Okay. Sorry, I have to mute Kenneth. Okay, so the support identifier is a unique number that identifies a customer to Oracle, and this number is tied to the services or the products that you are consuming from Oracle. So it is unique to you as a customer, and that is the number that ties you to the service or the product that you consume from Oracle. So for instance, if you are buying an engineered system from Oracle, like an Exadata machine, there is a support identifier that is attached to that machine to enable you to access information, login service requests relating to that particular machine. Or if you are buying Oracle Global Support, there is a support identifier that is attached to it, and of course it's licensed, and that's what you use to have access to my Oracle support. Okay. Now this is the details about the support identifier. So it is the unique product identifier that you're consuming from Oracle, and identifies your company, the support level, and product or cloud services that you're consuming, and it provides you access to my Oracle support. And your company's support identifiers are managed by a customer user administrator, CUA. So this customer user administrator is assigned to the support identifier, and his role is to be able to assign other users in your company access to that support identifier, and also manage the level of privileges that those users should have. So you can have, most times Oracle will recommend that you have two customer user administrator. One is the major person performing the administrator task. The second person should just be as a backup, just in case maybe the main administrator is on leave or unavailable, then the backup should be able to perform the activities of the administrator. So that's that. And so like I said, the CUA is an employee from your company. It approves or denies support identifier access, and it assigns portal privileges. So his role is to assign privileges to other users in the organization, and each SI has at least one CUA, and you can add and remove other CUAs as a CUA. So the main CUA can add more and remove other CUAs as he desires. And of course, this is, for instance, my own page. I am not the CUA, but the CUA has already approved my own request to have access to this support identifier. So this shows you the status of your request on this particular support identifier. And this will also specify my role. Am I an administrator or just a user? So in this case, I am just a user, which the CUA that it's viewable from this view button here has already approved for me. So moving on. So this describes the customer user administrator. So the CUA manages the user privileges, and a normal user just has a default access. So when your request is approved, you first become a normal user, which means you have access to knowledge base and my Oracle support community. Then I have additional restricted privileges, means the CUA has promoted you to an additional restricted privilege user. Then he will assign you privileges to create service requests, download SR attachments, download patches, and admin assets. Admin asset is if you have assets like hardwares attached to your support identifier. Okay, so this is the access tab or the access sub-tab where you can see the level of access you have on the support identifier. For instance, this particular user has under service request, he can create and update service request on the first support identifier, but on the second one, he can't. And for SR attachments, he can download all SL attachments, but on the second one, he's restricted or limited to downloading SR attachments. For patches, he can download patches on both support identifiers, and for assets, he can view the assets that the organization have tied to this support identifier. But on the second one, he does not have access. So that is how the customer user administrator manages the access privileges and how it's assigned to the common users attached to that service support identifier. Now to view the administrators on each of the support identifier, you can click on the hyperlinked view tab, and it will give you a pop-up page to tell you the users that are the customer user administrator. And what you will see will be their email addresses. And from the email addresses, of course, you will know who they are in your organization. And if you wish to send them any form of message, you can put in the message that you want to send to them and send a notification. So that's how you see who manages your support identifier in your organization. And if you want to request access to a particular support identifier, so you log in, go to the support identifier page under your account and click request access. Of course, the one you're requesting access to will not be listed under your name because you don't have access to it at all. So you click on the request access to a support identifier, the pop-up page will come in, and you need to put in a note to the approver, which is the customer user administrator. You can say, I need SR create updates privilege for a new project you're running, or you can put, I need to be able to download patch, whatever it is, and you put in the support identifier. This is a case where, like in this case now, you already have access, but you want to elevate your privilege. So that's how you request access to that. For you to be able to even have access to the support identifier in the first place, the customer user administrator will have added you to that support identifier. So that's how you request for extra privilege or more access to your support identifier. If you don't have access to the support identifier, you can use the Find a Support Identifier tab, which is the sub tab here, and you specify the support identifier number. Okay. You can also remove a support identifier that you don't want or you don't need anymore. You can just highlight the support identifier and click the remove selected button, and that support identifier will be removed from your account. So now that's navigating and managing my account. So I don't know if anyone has any question for now.
Hello, Osita.
Yes.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Yemisi from Access Bank.
Yeah, good morning.
I'm trying to launch the page, but it seems not going. www.support.oracle.com.
What error are you getting?
www.support.oracle.com server IP cannot be found. Cannot reach this page.
Okay, can you try HTTPS?
All right, hold on.
So because it's a secured page, is it working?
Still same thing. Let's continue. Maybe I'll share my screen with you later. You were in my office earlier, last this week. The last week was it?
It should be accessible from open internet. So I don't know if
Maybe it's a restriction from my own end.
probably.
No, you can continue. Don't worry. We'll
Okay.
talk about it later.
No problem.
Thanks.
All right. Okay, so without any other question, I guess we'll proceed. So
Hello. Hello. So I have
yes,
a
yes.
question. My name is Lasisi Kaladu from Express Payment Solution. So I want to ask, like this XR now, can I also use an XR while I'm on Oracle Cloud?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Can I also use an XR using this platform while I'm on Oracle Cloud?
So if you're using Oracle Cloud, the best place to get support for your cloud solutions is the Cloud Support Portal. So Oracle has a different portal called Cloud Support Portal for your cloud-related solutions.
Sorry, may we have the URL for the cloud support portal, please?
Okay, just a minute. I'm just going to open the Cloud Support Portal. So a simple search can bring it up. So, right. So, okay. So I'm just going to remove the UK for the general Oracle Cloud support. So this is where you get your Oracle Cloud support. Then you log in as a cloud user, and depending on the cloud services that you're using, this is for the OCI related cloud solutions. This is for the software as a service cloud solutions. And from there, you can navigate when you log in. So it's basically oracle.com/support/cloud, and it will take you there. At the end of this solution, I will share an Oracle document that covers both my Oracle support and cloud support portal lessons. So I'll share the document. It's available on my Oracle support, and you can actually download these PDFs, and also there's a video that you can watch on my Oracle support that covers both cloud support and my Oracle support portal.
Osita,
Yes.
I'm in now, but it's asking me that connect your user accounts.
Okay, so now the thing is, your company will probably you using my Oracle support, you have to be attached to a particular Oracle account or support identifier, because your company has to be on my Oracle support, then you will be a user attached. So your company needs to add your account to a particular support identifier first, then you can now access my Oracle support.
So who do we contact for that?
I don't know, Isaac Adola, I don't know. You said you're from Access Bank.
Yes.
Okay, so Access Bank already has support identifiers that they use. So you can contact Steve, who is the head of infrastructure.
Yes, you're right, Osita. They should be able to contact someone, maybe the head of infrastructure or the head of database, to have an answer to that.
Yes, so they will be able to enroll you into the my Oracle support portal.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so the next thing we'll look at is this, the self-service tools, which is the search, the knowledge base, participate in my Oracle community, and being able to create a complete service request. So we'll take them one after the other. First thing we'll look at is searching the knowledge base. So, of course, this is the three of them: search knowledge base, asking communities, and create service requests. These are your self-service tools. Okay, so knowledge base. What is actually your knowledge base in my Oracle support? Basically, is a collective knowledge of Oracle support and field engineers. So what happens within Oracle is when we resolve a solution or an issue, or we have a solution to a problem, we have it documented and stored in the knowledge base. So most times when you have issues in your environment, it might not be the first time that issue is being raised or felt in an Oracle solution, be it a database, a business suite, hardware, and all other solutions. So what happens at any point, an Oracle engineer or a field engineer resolves an issue for customer, be a customer or internally, it gets documented and stored in knowledge base for future use. And also when we provide solutions to your service request, we have it documented because, of course, another customer will raise a similar service request and it will be used for to resolve such new service requests. And diagnostics and troubleshooting tools also are found in the knowledge base section of my Oracle support. Of course, product documentation and training are also found there. And best practices and proactive tools are also found there. So you can go to my Oracle support knowledge base page and you can search for best practices for Oracle 19c database or best practices for Oracle Linux KVM or stuff like that. And it will list all the available documents and trainings and tools that will help you achieve what you're looking for. So it's actually a very robust environment or platform where you can actually access a whole lot of knowledge. And it's very handy when you're resolving issues in your environment. So why you should use knowledge bases? Because solutions to the problem you're facing may already exist. And once you find a knowledge-based document that matches the issue you're having, your solution or your issue is resolved 60–70% of the time, or even up to 100, depending on the percentage match of the issue you're facing. And it saves you time from submitting service requests. You might not need to submit a fresh service request, and you adopt the solutions available in the already existing documents or solutions you find in your the knowledge base. And all the most articles are based on customer service requests. So like we all say, most times the issue you're facing today must have been faced by another customer from different regions across the world. And it gets documented and it will come in handy and super fast in resolving your issues. And the Oracle support engineers actually use the knowledge base of my Oracle support. So when you log at a service request today, if I'm working on your service request, the first place I go to is knowledge base to find a matching solution to your problem. So that's the first port of call for support engineers when they are resolving customer service requests. And also 95% of our customers use knowledge base. And the reason they use it is that it gives them super fast solution when they know how to use the knowledge base well. And at the end of the day, we notice that just about 5% of customers go on to log a service request, because most times they find the solution they are looking for from the knowledge base, and it's frequently updated. A document that is developed maybe 2 years ago, as Oracle products are released, it gets updated and it gets checked for relevance. Any document that is no more relevant will be retired to archives, but if it's still relevant, it will be updated with newer versions of the product and informations so that it will still be 100% efficient in resolving your problems. Okay. Now, this is how a simple search technique on knowledge base. So I take a look at having a simple issue on your truck, on your car, and you're having to replace an alternator. You know that when you go to the dealer's workshop, it will cost you super high money to get it replaced. And you go to Google or any search engine to search how you can do that thing yourself. So you first type, how do I replace the alternator? This will give you a broad reply or results, and it will get confusing. So the next thing you do is to narrow that search to a particular vehicle, which is basically the vehicle that you're going for. If you see here, this is, you first said how to replace the alternator on my truck. Now this will be a very broad search. So next thing is better to narrow it down to the particular vehicle that you're searching for. Now this is just a basic example. And remember that if your search is too broad, you will not get the correct result. So it's better to narrow your search to the products that you actually having issues with. So this is bringing it to the knowledge base of my Oracle support. And the action here is, for instance, how do I update? And the product is Oracle database and the release is 19C. If you say, how do I update Oracle database? It will give you all available information for all versions. But to get the most targeted results, you add the release. That will narrow it down. So that is how you try to get a targeted result from my Oracle support knowledge base. So the best to do is use a natural language, multiple words, and provide details so that this will give you a narrowed down search. Okay, so this is 2 ways you can search for information on the knowledge base. Either you go through the global search bar, which is here, or you click on the knowledge tab. It will bring you to this knowledge base subpage, and you can put in your search keywords in this search panel. If you want to narrow it down to a particular product, let's say Oracle database and the version, you can click here, you start typing here. Once you start typing, the options will drop down automatically and you can select the product you want to search on. If it's Oracle Exadata, you can start typing Oracle Exadata, it will drop down, and then you can type your search keywords here. And it will, once you click search, it will narrow it down to the product or product line that you're searching it for, and it will pop up a page where the results will be showed. And of course, recently viewed documents or information on your knowledge base will be seen here, and recent searches that you made will appear here. And of course, favorite articles that you marked favorites will be found here. I will show you also how you mark a document favorite. You can also view your favorite documents and articles from here. So once you click this drop down, it will drop down all the list of documents and articles that you marked favorite. Okay, so like I explained earlier, this is initiating a new search. Either you use the global search area or you use it under the knowledge base. So this is a drop down that will appear. This is the drop down that will appear when you start, or rather when you start typing the product name in the product or product line region. And of course, after you type the search, it will give you, it will list what is called information center. which is here, you can click on them to go to the information center for that particular product. And if you choose to use that, then of course you go there or you continue with your search. So if you go to the global, or rather the catalog, which is the information center, it narrows it down more to the product line that you're looking at, and it gives you better information. So for instance, if you're using Oracle Exadata, it will open up for you the information center. Then you can go there and get information about that particular product. Now, this is the information center I'm talking about. It gives you a catalog about the services that you're consuming. So if it's cloud services, you go to the cloud services. If it's database and systems, you go to database and systems. If it's e-business suite, same thing. Hyperion, JD Edwards, whichever one that the product that you're consuming, you can narrow down to them more efficiently. And it's grouped by products. And it has focused content of troubleshooting, install and patching, known issues, and popular documents about those products and services. And this information center page is dynamic. They are dynamic pages. So as long as the documents, articles are updated for each of these products and services, it gets updated automatically in this information center. So this is a very good stock for information around the product that you are consuming from Oracle. Okay, so we'll just do search example and how you manage or how you favorite your pages. I'm just going to come here. So this is my dashboard. For instance, I want to search about installing Oracle Database 19C. I can just say installing Oracle Database 19C. Remember, I am narrowing it down to the product and also the version. So this will help you do a good filter of what you're searching. Okay, so this page can be different on your own page. Some will have more options to select. I only selected that my search will be searched in knowledge base and documentation. So first, it gives me a recommended link. So this is the top information about the search. Then it will now give you all the knowledge base search result that it returned. Right, and you can now go through it and see the one that suits what you're looking for. Or I can say, you can say complete checklists for 19C database upgrade. It will still give you information about that. Okay, so you can see it will give you. And most times under knowledge base, the first one is, it gets you closer to what you're looking for. You can see Oracle 19C complete checklist for manual upgrades to non-CDB Oracle Database 19C. So it gives you that narrowed information. And because up here, I selected that my site should go through knowledge base and documentation, it has gone through, it will give me what it found in knowledge base, and it will also give me what we found on documentation. Now, documentation are Oracle documents that are readily available over the internet. It's found on https://docs.oracle.com. So, of course, in as much as you need access to Oracle support, Oracle documents are readily available over the internet on docs.oracle.com, and they can come in handy in learning and getting expertise on Oracle solutions and products. So that's searching the Oracle, the knowledge base. And if I want to, I talked about favoriting a particular document, I can click here to add it to my favorites. Automatically, it will pop up here that favorite has been added, right? Or it's either you do it from here or you open the document, and from the top page of the document, you can click the star button. Once it's marked amber, it means that document or article already has been added to your favorite list of documents. Okay. So that's that for searching my Oracle support knowledge base. Now, can you search my Oracle support from outside my Oracle support? Yes, you can. You can actually put in the information or the question you want to ask in any search engine, Google and the rest. And of course, it will lead you to the link that will take you to my Oracle support. And when you click this link, it is not going to land you directly into my Oracle support. It will give you an abstract page that will give you a brief summary of the document that matches your search. It will tell you the products that the issue you're having applies to, and a brief symptoms that might match what you're facing. Now, if you want to have access to the complete document, you have to click the sign in tab and it will pop up the credentials page. So you need to put in your credentials and you have access to the full document. So yes, you can actually search my Oracle support from outside my Oracle support, but it will give you access to an abstract page. Then from the abstract page, if it matches what you're looking for, then you can sign in to view the complete document. Okay, so I don't know, do we have any question?
Yes, I want to ask a question. I don't know if you can hear me, Mr. This Isaac.
I can hear you.
All right. Yes, you mentioned about the customer user administrator. Recently, we've noticed that quite a number of our customers, when people leave the organization, they don't actually know who the customer administrator CUA is. So it becomes an issue for them. When they couldn't log SR, they couldn't even have access to marital support, or you know, those issues keep occurring. What will be the best practice so that such things can be avoided?
Well, unfortunately, you can't stop someone from leaving an organization, but most times it is advisable that maybe the head of the team, which is less susceptible to leaving, should also be part of the CUA, just in case if the main administrators have all left, maybe his account can be used to do that. Or in a case like where you don't, all the CUAs have left, you probably have to work with the technical account manager from Oracle to work internally, raise the service request internally for Oracle support team to add a new CUA to that particular support identifier. But it's an internal thing to be managed by the customer. So sometimes when you're using my Oracle support, you forget that you have a CUA and the CUA might leave. So it's probably what they might add to their, for the technical guys, maybe it will be added to the exit checklist for staff to be sure that whatever company asset, because I see the CUA role as a company asset, should be handed over properly before the person leaves. So for the technical staff in that team, maybe it should be added into their exit checklist. Somehow it might help. That's just my opinion. I don't know if I'm able to answer the question.
Yes, you did. Thank you so much. I think you hit the nail on the head, which is it's important that when people are leaving, they should be able to pass whatever they have onto the incoming personnel. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so the next one is the community, being able to participate often in the Oracle community. So my Oracle support community, MOSC, is accessible from within my Oracle support. If you have the URL, you can also go directly from your browser. So when you click on the community subtab, it will take you directly to the Oracle support community page. And here you can ask your non-urgent questions, and you have one-to-many dialogue. So you can drop your questions here and try as much as you can to supply good information that members of the community can easily understand your problem and provide answers. It's a one-to-many dialogue. So you drop your question, many people will come in and dialogue and debate on the best answer. At the end of the day, if the question is answered, that question is marked answered, and the best answer is marked with a green star, a green star around it. So that will point you to the best answer for the question you asked. So it comes in handy if you are going through issues maybe in your development environment and it's not critical, you don't want to raise service requests. It's best to use community to, bounce ideas against each other and get the best answer. So it provides that room for you to collaborate with Oracle support experts and global peer groups. So it's more broad because my Oracle support, yes, you log in your SRs, you view documents, but in this case, you're actually sharing ideas with people of good expertise and also global peer groups that do the same thing that you do or even do more than you do. So it gives you that platform, and on my Oracle support community, you share solutions and best practices as well. So you can use it to self-solve issues without seeking for service requests. When you go to my Oracle support community, you can search as well with your question if there are already existing discussions around the question you're having or the issues that is presently worrying you. You'll get directed to those pages, and you can open them up and see if it resolves your issue. Most oftentimes, people have resolved their technical issues in my Oracle support community without even submitting a new question. So that's what my Oracle support community does for you. And it also gives you room for ideas lab. So you can actually submit your ideas in the ideas lab, and on the long run, the admin guys that manage even the Oracle support guys will look into your ideas and see how to inculcate it into future Oracle solutions and releases. So this support community it's where you bounce ideas each other, is where you find best solutions also to your issues, and you can collaborate more there. Okay, so this is the landing page of my Oracle support community. And the best practice one is you search for your question, right? So there is a tab below where you search the community. You put in your question, upgrades to database 19C or whatever question you have. As you're typing the question, it will automatically start listing available discussions that already exist that probably matches what you're looking for. So you can see in this case now, this is your search. This is your search, and these are already existing discussions that are already popping up. And there is a sub part of it that says if those discussions or questions have already been answered. So you can go into those documents and of course select the best answer that matches the question that you're asking. Okay. So this is it. If you end up, okay, let's assume here you did not click anyone automatically and you continue with your search. it will land you to this page and all of them will be listed. So you can now pick up the one that best suits your question. You can select all for it to do a broad search, or you can search only discussions, or you can search articles, you can search places, events, or members. So, and you can also filter your results using this sub part of the page. So these are basically your search results, and you can pick the one that best suits what you're looking for. And if you need help, you can click the Help Center, which is the help button on the MyOracle Support Community page, and it will bring you to this MyOracle Support Community Help Center. And there are some articles that you can view there also, creating ideas, best practice to achieving maximum impact in the MyOracle Support Community, how to ask a good question in MyOracle Support Community, and how to ask a question and view answers. So this help center will help you navigate MyOracle Support Community properly, and it will give you a head start to the best way you can use MyOracle Support Community. And if you have questions about the support portal functionality, under using MyOracle Support Community, you can ask your questions. There are categories and subcategories. So on this page, under community.oracle.com/MOSC/categories/using MyOracle Support, then you can ask questions about support portal functionalities as well. So that's it for the using MyOracle Support Community. I don't know if anyone has a question. I'll be glad to take on the question. Okay, I guess there's no question then, so we'll proceed. Next thing we look at is creating service requests. Okay. So of course, this is a very important part for people that want to create a new service.
Hello, Osita.
Yes.
Sorry, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I joined a bit late. I don't know if you can just recap on the previous slides, just to keep us up to date.
I don't know how to work. Isaac, how do we manage this situation now? Maybe we can proceed and do a recap so that people that want to stay for the recap can stay, then people that can drop.
Yes, Osita, please, let's proceed. We'll also share the document and can also relate with individuals who have more questions, so that we don't keep those who came early, we don't punish them by going back.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. So we're looking at submitting a service request, and we're also looking at the support best practice. So this is the best practice, the best way you can open up a service request on MyOracle Support. So first thing you do is search the knowledge base, right? To see if the issue you're having or the reason you're opening a service request has been taken care of already. So the knowledge base can give you matching documents that resolve the issues you're having. A second thing is you can engage with the MyOracle Support Community to see if the issues you're having has been discussed already on this community and answered. But if it's a critical issue or you cannot self-resolve, then of course, please open a service request. If you're having a critical issue, like severity 1 issue, you're having a downtime in your critical environment, please open a service request. Open service request first, then you can now try to self-resolve by searching knowledge base. But if once you're having a critical issue, a downtime issue that is impacting your business, please open a service request. Okay. So first, there are two types of service requests, which is technical service request and non-technical service request. Technical service requests are product related. They are service requests that are tied to your support identifier and for the products and services that you're consuming from Oracle. The non-technical service requests are basically service requests that you raise to ask questions, to ask for permissions, for logins, for license issues and entitlement. For instance, if you do not have access to download maybe a very old patch, you can use a non-technical service request to seek for permission for Oracle support to make that patch available for you. So that is different. That in that case, you're looking for permission or certain level of entitlement. But if you're raising a service request for a product for a product that you're using, be it Oracle database, Oracle Exadata database machine, ZDLRA, and the rest, please ensure you log in your service request using the technical service request and ensure that the priority of the service request matches the situation on ground in your environment. If you're having outage, total outage, ensure it's severity 1. But if you're having a degraded performance, it can be service priority 2 or 3. If it's basically maybe on your development environment, then you can make it priority 4, which is severity 4. Okay, so talking about non-technical SR, so you create an update privilege for non-technical SRs. The create is for all users. Update SR, that is you want to update your own. View SR means you want to view your own SR. This is the privileges that comes with the non-technical SRs. So these are privileges that are assigned to it. Every user have the create privilege to be able to create and update non-technical SRs. Then update SR privilege will allow you to view your own SRs, or rather update your own SRs. View SR will allow you to view your own non-technical SRs. Okay. So you can actually contact us by creating the service request from the normal way you create your service requests, coming from here, clicking here, it will take you to the service request page and you can create your technical SRs. Can also contact Oracle using the Oracle support chat, or of course, there's also Oracle Support Interaction Center that you can use. And on the Oracle Support Interaction Center, you can also see the create SR and create non-technical SR that you can also use. Okay. So these are key topics towards creating technical service requests. So there are proactive actions you take before you log SR, and the SR creation process flow, and how to stay engaged with Oracle support after you have already submitted the service request. So one thing is creating service requests. Another thing is staying engaged with Oracle support engineers to ensure that your issue get resolved on time. You see situations where customer logs a service request and forgets that he logged the service request, and probably the Oracle support engineer has been asking for update from customer, and the customer does not even know or has forgotten that he logged the service request. Okay, so first thing you do is to log a well-defined service request, you will be needing this information. So you have to have this information handy before you start logging a service request. So you must know the product and version of the solution that you're logging service request for. You must have the support identifier that is attached to that product or services, the environment where you're running, or rather that you're logging the service request for. Is it a cloud environment? Is it an on-prem environment? Is it an engineered system? or not. Those information, if it's a hardware, you must have the serial number of that hardware and the hardware type, engineered or non-engineered system. You must have the error codes that you're facing, and files and diagnostics. At least you must have gathered some basic diagnostic files like trace files. If it's operating system, maybe your log messages, your OS dumps and stuff like that. And also you must have drafted a problem summary and description to make it easier for the Oracle support engineer to understand and identify the issue you're having at a glance. Then also specify the business impact. That is very key, because that will indicate or help determine the severity level of your service request. And it's when you have a well-defined service request information like listed, it helps decrease the need and time for the support engineer to start requesting for additional information. If you provide what is enough for the engineer to start from the onset to troubleshoot your problem, it reduces the time wasting around requesting for additional information. Okay, so from the service request tab, like I mentioned earlier, you will see the Create Technical SR tab. You click on it. If you do not want to create SR and you want to ask community, you can click on Asking Community. That will take you to the Oracle Support Community page, and you can ask your question, or you search for your question and see if it's been discussed already. So when you click on the Create Technical SR, this is the steps that it takes, or that you're going to follow to create the SR. So of course, the first thing is where you state the problem and severity of your issue. Here you put the problem summary and the details. You also specify this Oracle solutions. Okay, no, solutions is on the next page. So this is where you specify the severity as well, if it's a severity 1 issue and all that. This document also helps you with the steps and details of how to log a very good SR. So this is it, the step 1, right? Here you specify what the problem is. This is the problem summary. So this is where you specify a problem summary. Then this is where you give a description of the problem. And of course, the error codes, if the errors has some error codes, be it for database or a 600 or a 7445. And the issue, if it's a technical issue, yes, and state the business impact, right? This is where you state the business impact. Click on the drop down and select the one that best suits your business, the impact of the issue on your business. And of course, system lifecycle, you drop it down and select the one that best suits you. Now remember, for every point or the questions you're answering, anyone that has the star marked on it means it's mandatory for you to supply information on that point. And also, this is very important, right? This is very important in managing customer data privacy. You are advised not to include information that might expose personal information, protected health information, and any other sensitive personal information, such as payment cards and other critical information. Please do not in any way put it in the problem description. If Oracle finds such information or Oracle detects it, that SR is automatically deleted and you'll be asked to open a new SR. So this note is very important. Do not in any way put personal information, any form of it, protected health information for health organizations, payment card information for financial organizations, and all other related critical information. So always make sure that you do not submit such information on SRs. Okay, so this is it. Under products, when you click on product and probably you start typing, it will give you a narrowed down pop-up page where you can select the best match for the product that your login service request for. If it's database rack, if it's database backup, whatever it is. And when you go to it, it still gives you a more narrowed option where you can select from. So this helps the Oracle support engineers to, at a glance, know where your issue lies, and it will help them with looking for solution. So they won't be sent on a wide goose chase. So they know the products information that you're working on, and they will easily start working and resolving your issues. So next thing is the product version, the product language. If it's database version, of course, you choose the database platform. If it's database platform is basically your operating system. If it's Oracle Linux or Solaris, AIX, and the rest. Okay, then the next thing is, of course, choosing. I see a question from Stephen. Good morning, my name is Stephen. Please, will the recording be available after the presentation? So I believe Isaac is doing a recording of this, and I believe he will make the recording available. So that's it for answering that question. So Isaac, you can answer also if I'm wrong.
Okay, we'll work on that and see, depending on the size, usually it can become very bulky, but we'll look into it and see what we can share and what we'll not be able to share.
Okay, so apart from the recording of this session, I will also share with you a My Oracle support document that has this presentation, and as well as a video that also described whatever I am describing here today. So apart from the recording of this, that document also covers everything. So I will share that document at the end of the session. Okay, so after you provide the database platform, be it Linux, Solaris, Windows, whatever it is, you also provide the problem type. What kind of problem are you having and all that? Then, of course, once you click on support identifier, it will pop up available support identifier that is attached to your account, and you will select the support identifier that is also that is attached to the product you are logging the service requests on. Ensure you use this correct support identifier. So do not use a support identifier for maybe general support when you're logging a service request for your Exadata environment that has its own support identifier. Okay, so now you talk about the issue type. What kind of severity are you facing? One is the highest, which is complete loss of service. Two is severe loss of service, where maybe your service is severely degraded and there is no workaround in place. So complete loss of service is problem or product defect causes complete loss of service in the production environment. Or of course, your work cannot reasonably continue. This is a very huge impact. So you go with severity 1. A severe loss of service is no acceptable workaround. However, operations can continue, but in a very restricted fashion. So you can say that one severity 2. Severity 3 is minor loss of service. The impact is an inconvenience that may require a workaround to restore functionality. You can say, okay, severity 3. 4, no loss of service, minor errors that does not impede operations. So maybe you're seeing some errors pop up in your alert log, but there is no service degradation. You can use maybe severity 4. Okay, your hand is up.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Osita. You really, this is quite explicit. But it's believed that on severity 3 that you don't get the same attention as severity 1. Is that true? It's from experience. When I raise severity 3, it takes maybe an elevation to get the required attention.
Okay, so first of all, severity 3, right? The attention you get on severity 3 is not going to be the same attention you get on severity 1. So Oracle support is managed on priority basis. with regards to the level of severity. So if I resume work maybe 10 p.m., right, as my Oracle support engineer, the first place I look at is the severity 1 queue, because those are the one that is impacting businesses. So that is the one that gets priority. And the way it's categorized is because, of course, severity 3 is minor loss of service. The impact is an inconvenience, but it is not really disrupting you. So it's at the discretion of customer to actually determine the issue you're having. What is the impact on your business? So that's where you do an impact analysis to be sure you're using the right severity to log your service request. Most times, severity 3 might be a target of your dev environment or UAT environment, but even on your production environment, if it's not like a huge impact, then you can choose severity 3. But if it's affecting you and is biting you, then of course there's no need of you logging a severity 3 SR. So it's at your own discretion to do a proper impact analysis, right, before you select the severity that you want to use.
So I was looking at it when you say complete loss of service, and an example is that I probably need a certain or I probably need to get information on the navigation, or to get information on how to get a particular document, yes, from my product or from my server. Yes, and its service is still up and running, so no loss of service, but it's just an urgent request. So would that suffice for severity 1?
No, if your service is running and not disrupted, it doesn't. What happens is,
But it's urgent this time. I need that document. I need that part. I need a navigation guide.
you might, okay,
See
see,
my
the thing
dilemma now.
is at your own discretion to log. If you want it to be severity 1, then you can put it severity 1. The engineer will look at it. Most times, if you log a certain request, right?
Yes,
if you log a certain request, the engineer will look at it and he will tell you, sorry, this does not match this. Or he can easily, if it's something he can provide solution to, he will provide solution immediately. And, close the service request. But if it's in a scenario where you're having issues and the engineer looks at what the issue you're having, and another thing is when the engineer starts working with you and he notices that he is readily available, but you as a customer is not available because, of course, the issue is not biting you. Maybe you provide response after 24 hours. He will, of course, detect that, no, this issue is not biting you. And he will suggest, maybe we should move this severity down 1 step. So those are scenarios. But if you have extra support, maybe ACS support, for that urgent document you need, you might channel it through the ACS team and they will help you to get that sorted. Instead of logging a severity 1 service for a document or a guide to have something done. So if you have like ACS support, you can channel that to the ACS support team and they will help you out as fast as possible, because ACS is even more readily available to you than the Oracle support, which is the global support. So I don't know if that's answered your question.
Yes, that is. Yes. Okay. Maybe it's still ahead in your presentation. So I was going to ask the escalation line. So when you're not getting the right traction, yes, how do you escalate?
So on the home page of your service request, there is the escalation button. You can click it to get the SR escalated or de-escalated.
So that's the one that a chatbot speaks to you and you supply all your SR numbers. Is that the one you're referring to?
Yes.
Yeah.
So once you click on the escalate, the chatbot will pop up and you provide information needed for the escalation.
So I was going to speak on that chatbot, but is it ahead of your presentation so I can be patient till we get there?
Well, we're almost done. I think it's up there, but if it's not, even if you don't want to escalate it from within the SR, if you, like I said again, if you have ACS, the ACS team can help you fast track the escalation and everything, and your SR will get escalated. But let's proceed first.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so you specify the problem type. Of course, as you start, you click on the drop down, you select the option that most closely matches your issue. And of course, the following questions are designed to improve problem definition. Your answers can help decrease the time to resolve the service request. Like I said before, the answers we provide here will actually point the service request engineer directly to the issue you're having, and it will reduce the time it takes him to provide solution to your service request. Okay, so the step 2 is now narrowing down to your solution. You've already provided the problem type. So the service request engine will use the problem type you specified to provide you some certain answers that you need to, questions that you need to answer. So it will ask you to select the best option to release or whatever that matches what you're doing. You can say, I'm installing grid infrastructure. It pops up this, then you select it. It will give you another question. At the end of these questions, it will actually list available documents that might point you to the solution that you're looking for. At the end of the day, you might not need to submit the service request because a document already exists that suits what you're looking for. So that's it. Then the next thing is step 3, where you provide more details, where it asks you describe how the problem impacts your business, in what area, blah, 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 is it happening? Is it a production environment? Is it a DR environment? So this is a very wonderful page where you provide detailed information. So it's best you provide the very detailed information so that when the support engineer goes through this, it will limit the times he will come back to you to ask questions. And this is the page where you also upload all the relevant files, the trace files, OS dump files, database dump files, var log messages of your operating system, whatever it is. This is where you upload it. So Oracle will always advise you to have those files ready when you are logging the service request. Then, of course, here you validate your contact, your primary contact, your phone number, your email address. You can also add alternate contact. And if you're logging a severity 1, there's extra page or extra part of this contact list that will specify the name of your manager and also the alternative, which is a secondary contact. So if the secondary contact is if you that log the service request is not available, the secondary contact will be contacted. And in a case where the secondary contact is not also available, your manager gets contacted. So the reason of having that secondary contact and manager contact is because it's a severity 1, and Oracle will do as much as possible to make sure that limited time is wasted trying to wait for information or pass information across. So that's the extra step added for severity 1 service request. After you provide this information, you can go as far as adding customer reference number. It's just going to be attached to the service request. It's used for internal tracking. It's not a must for you to provide this. And of course, after that, you submit the service request because that is the last stage. Step 4, after that, then you click the submit service request. And after you submit your service request, you can monitor the SR status. And from the status page, you can see, like I said before, most times you submit service request and you go away, you forget that you need to keep monitoring. You will get email notifications as well, but most times you might not know that email has dropped, and you see that the status has changed to customer working. Customer working means the Oracle support engineer has asked for information from you, or he asked you to run certain commands to generate data needed for troubleshooting the issue. So after you provide that, it can change to work in progress. Work in progress means the Oracle support is working on it. It can be on review. The review update means you just provided the information, so the Oracle engineer has not started working on it again. So that is the status, and different other status like solution offered. It means they've provided solution to you. If it's a scenario where the support engineer cannot resolve your issue and they have to pass it down to the development team, maybe to generate a patch for you, then it will change the development working. In this case, the development team is working on either providing a patch or maybe a different binary that you can apply, which is a patch to resolve the issue. So those are different status of your service request, and you can always monitor it from the status column of the table, technical service requests. So it helps you to stay engaged with Oracle support to keep your SR moving to solution. Okay, so this doesn't cover the escalation part, but let me see if I don't have any service request open on my tab. But when you open the service request, you should be able to see, I don't have anyone open here because I didn't log any service requests, rather I work on service requests. So if you have any, once you open the service request, you see the escalation button. And of course, you can from there escalate or you work with the ACS team if you have ACS, and they will help you escalate the service request accordingly.
So I can't find the escalation button on my own side. It's not there.
Okay, so do we have any other question? I guess not. Okay, so the last one we'll look at is locating and leveraging on training. This is just basically learning more about or training yourself more on using my Oracle support. So you can set up what is called the hot topics email. So on your, when you go to my Oracle account and you click on my account, you can select the hot topics and set up the kind of emails and alerts you want to receive from my Oracle support, right? And of course, emails will be sent to you accordingly. So you keep updated on, you know, alerts and emails for Oracle site alerts. So which means if there is going to be an outage on my Oracle support, you'll be sent an email. In as much as that outage alert is also available on the Oracle support homepage. But in this case, you want to be notified about it. Now you can access training programs about Oracle support on the Getting Started region of the Oracle support homepage. So you see different trainings available, Oracle support, training and resources, Oracle Learning Explorer, free training and accreditation, Oracle Support Essentials, Advisor Webcasts, Oracle Support Accreditation, and all that. And there are some quick video trainings that you can also use, like this use ideation in Oracle Support Community. This is the idea lab that we're talking about, how to use it and submit your ideas. Of course, these are the training programs that are available. When you go to that Getting Started, if you click on it, it will land you to this page and you see the Oracle Support Essential trainings and Oracle Support How to Video trainings, Oracle Support Advisor Webcasts, Oracle Support Accreditations, and all that. So you can drill down to get more in-depth knowledge on using Oracle support and everything around Oracle support. So that's that for this session. And if we have questions, we ask. Thank you for attending this session. And I believe, and I do hope that we've been able to provide some bit of knowledge on how to use Oracle support. Forget this, I don't know if Isaac has any survey, but I don't have any survey. This is just attached to the document I used. Thank you,
Hello.
everyone. And Isaac, you can take over from here.
Oh, all right. Thank you so much, Osita. That was a wonderful presentation. And I believe we still have a few questions before we go. But in summary, we've been able to look at how to navigate in my Oracle support. And then we also looked at how to review and update my account. Then the knowledge base that you can actually search at the knowledge base to get solutions that have already been provided to other people's problems. So we don't have to create service requests on already existing solutions. Then we can participate in community. Oracle support community is there for us. Then we also said that you can, we went through how you can create a service request, and then you can also sharpen your skills or knowledge through the Oracle support training. My own takeaway on this is, especially on the service request point, Osita, maybe my question now to you is that we have found out sometimes when you go to customer sites, they raise service requests and they don't even bother to check it. Of course, you've emphasized that we need to keep in touch, but service requests have been raised, and then the customer is running around calling everyone, but they didn't bother to check the service request, only for them to ask them, have you raised a service request? Said, yes, let's check it. And then the engineer must have asked maybe 3-4 hours ago, send us a log file or send us a trace file, and you haven't sent. Yeah, so that's actually a takeaway for me this session, that we should go back, use the already existing support. There's so much we can leverage on my Oracle support to solve our problems without having to run around looking for help from outside, when we actually have this help within just by typing on our keyboard. Thank you. Maybe Osita may want to talk more about that.
Yeah, so like I said, it's best to explore the knowledge base that you already have. Most solutions already exist there. And like the presentation said, 95% of our customers at the end of the day do not go ahead to log service request because they've already found the solution to the problems they're having in the knowledge base. And if you, let's say the issue is very critical and you really need to log service request, follow through with the service request to completion, ensure solution is offered. And of course, it will help you properly. If you have severity 1, of course, emails will be sent, and in most cases, a call is placed through for the owner of the service request to maybe when the engineer is looking for files, alert log or anything, a call is also placed through. So when you log a service request, follow it up. When they ask for something, upload it. Sometimes it gets rigorous for you and you'll be complaining. They're asking for this, they're asking for this. The reason they're asking for that is because it will help them to resolve your solution. So sometimes bear with the engineer and provide what they asked you for, and it will help them in resolving the problem at hand. So that's probably what I want to add to what Isaac said. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Osita. I don't know if anyone has any question before we go, or a comment, maybe your own takeaway from this session.
Okay, so I said I was going to provide a document that's on my Oracle support that covers this, and I'll give you both the PDF of this presentation and as well as a video. I'm going to drop it on chat right away. Everyone can see it on chat. It's called Oracle Support Essentials in bracket video. The document ID is there. So with the document ID, just search on Oracle Support and it will take you directly to the document page.
Okay, thank you. Do we have another question or a comment before we close? Okay, since there's no question.
All right, thank you.
All right, on behalf of Olla Systems, we want to especially thank our guest speaker today, Osita. Thank you for making our time to share this great insight with us. I'm very confident that every one of us will go back to put to use what we have already learned so that we can get our job done more easily. I also want to thank everyone that attended today. Thank you for making our time. This is our last session for the year. It's been a great year. We are very hopeful that 2023 will be better and will bring different aspects of the technology to you every month as we have done this year. We'll do more again in the new year. So on behalf of Olla Systems, we thank you once again. Wishing everyone a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.